They bring colour and class to the catwalk, introducing new styles and trends. The family-run Missoni, the smooth Narciso Rodriguez, the playful Matthew Williamson, brilliant and popular Jasper Conrad, and Marchesa bringing the red carpet to life. Known for their knitwear with a multitude of patterns and a kaleidoscope of colours is the unique Italian fashion house Missoni. Founded in 1953 by Ottavio and Rosita Missoni, the family company also became well known for their use of different fabrics such as wool, cotton, linen, rayon and silk, and with outfits appearing with a mass of colourful stripes, geometrics and abstract florals. Ottavio began his fashion career after World War II when he began making wool tracksuits that were worn by the Italian team at the 1948 Olympics in London. Also being an international athlete, it was here that he met the daughter of a family of shawl makers, Rosita. They married in 1953 and began a small knitwear shop. In the late 50s, they introduced their first collection in Milan and their first to carry the Missoni label. Missoni shot to fame in the late 1960s after a fashion show in Florence, where the clothes turned out to be a little transparent under the lights. Living 50 kilometers outside Milan, the Missonis established their highly computerized knitting factory, which has produced what is among the best of Italian knitwear. During the 1980s, Italy's long-established knitwear design team retained their signature primary colored striped prints in a variety of guises for spring and summer wear. Short skirts and sun tops or long strapless dresses all sported the unmistakable Missoni print. Large paisley patterns adorned slim tube or fluted dresses, clinched tightly at the waist with ruched or plain knit cotton bands. Net petticoats completed the look. By 1995, Missoni went for an explosion of geometric colour made out of see-through cellophane-type fabric, as well as grand ball gowns in bright tulle. The entire family throughout the years has been involved in the creative process at Missoni, with Ottavio creating the patterns, Rosita designing the clothes, and their children administering their company's business affairs.
I think my daughter got the passion to carry on this work, and I think she does it. I'm very proud of her.
The oldest is Vittorio, who is Missoni's marketing director. In 2005, he also organized his first ever show in Latin America. The house also presented a retrospective catwalk show in Peru to mark the knitwear firm's 50th anniversary. Famous for its exuberantly colored couture knits in bold stripes and zigzags, the clothes in the retrospective were living memories of growing up in the family firm. They included a lurex dress in metallic green, pink and blue and patchwork coats, and bold 1960s geometric designs, plus a few pieces from Missoni's floaty summer collection as it seeks a more contemporary edge. Luca Missoni was the menswear designer for a number of years up until 2008. In 2005, he offered a new twist on the stripes and zigzags, weaving the patterns in with a selection of gingham and check using a pastel-based palette. Angela Missoni is the creative director of women's wear and now menswear, following on from Luca, and overlooks the fashion house's catwalk shows.
This year there's a lot of new things. One for all in this men's show is that I'm not following it from the first time. And Angela's going to take care of it.
While the multicolored knit stripes for which Missoni is world-renowned continue to be woven into the collections, Angela is now a woman on a mission, with her recent shows trying to slowly move the company away from the knitwear-only image to creating a more accessible range of everyday wear. Angela's first menswear fashion show also showed the beauty of yesterday is the classic of tomorrow. With their bold and exciting choices, Missoni, Italy's premier fashion family, has established Italy's ready-to-wear fashion reputation worldwide. Narciso Rodriguez is an American fashion designer with a Latin background, and his architectural, sleek, modern and elegant designs all come with a unique European style. The child of immigrants, Rodriguez grew up in New Jersey, with his parents against the idea of him entering into fashion. Even so, he received his formal education at New York's Parsons School of Design. He began his career working for Donna Karan and Calvin Klein, designing women's ready-to-wear, before being selected as design director at Cerruti in Paris. It was while at Cerruti that he gained worldwide attention for designing the wedding gown for Carolyn Bissett's marriage to John F. Kennedy Jr. in 1996. By 1998, Rodriguez had launched his own label. The designer has the enviable knack of dressing women as they want to be dressed, and he puts all their curves in the right places. And he proved himself a master of taste in 2003 with a show in Bryant Park that captivated the New York audience.
The collection is quite architectural, very feminine. It's about lines wrapping around the body and how they fit a woman and a woman's curves. It's a little bit Latin. My Latin roots came through in this one.
His spring 2004 ready-to-wear show was full to the brim with sex appeal, with corsets flaring in pleats over pencil skirts and strapless dresses, others dipped low at the front, some which hugged the body, occasionally revealing a flash of skin in an over-the-hip cutout. For the more body-conscious, there were capri pants under matching zip-front jackets that were either collarless and cropped or flared out over the hips. There was also a series of subtle, elegant dresses in pastel tones to cater for a more sophisticated customer. The colours were white, grey, apricot, pale pink, and the occasional splash of red. His sexy, sophisticated look over the years has definitely paid off. For 2 years running, Rodriguez took home the Women's Wear Designer Award at the Council of Fashion Designers of America Awards, 7th Avenue's answer to the Academy Awards. And in doing so, he became the first American to win the award in consecutive years. Rodriguez has also released a line of fragrances for men and women, but it's his classic designs that have given him his name. He is now a favourite designer amongst some of the world's biggest celebrities, including Sarah Jessica Parker, musician Sheryl Crow, and actress Rachel Weisz, who at the 2006 Oscars was in a black Rodriguez gown, one of 3 that he designed for the then-pregnant star.
Well, I was incredibly lucky. My friend Narciso Rodriguez is a designer, and he made me 3. I worked exclusively with him. He made me 3 different dresses, different colors, different styles, and I just had to choose this morning, and I just chose this one. It's when you're pregnant, you want to be comfy, so this was the most comfy.
Rodriguez has also participated in a number of events to help raise awareness for charities and to celebrate fellow designers. The Heart Truth Show, part of the Red Dress Project, spearheaded by Laura Bush, is an annual event at the Bryant Park tents to raise awareness about heart disease, and was the first major runway show at 2007's New York Fashion Week. Model Lauren Hutton strutted the catwalk in Rodriguez's architectural gown with sheer short sleeves. He also created an outfit for the tribute collection to mark 40 years of the house of Sonia Rykiel. In late 2008, Rodriguez put an entirely different fashion sense in the White House when the Obama family took the stage in Chicago. For Michelle Obama, no stuffy suits or demure pastels were present. Instead, she wore a striking red and black dress designed by the well-regarded Rodriguez from his spring 2009 collection. Whether dressing stars for the red carpet or some of the most powerful people around, Narciso Rodriguez's sensual and graceful designs offer some of the most luxurious, beautiful, and modern creations to come out of America. From the beginning of his fashion career, British designer Matthew Williamson has had a unique style with vivid colours and intense prints and patterns that give a playful yet stylish look. Williamson grew up in Manchester and by the age of 17 had received a place for a fashion design degree at Central St Martin's College in London, where he graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in Fashion Design and Printed Textiles. After some freelance work, Williamson began working for Monsoon and Accessorize, a British fashion company. The young designer formed his company in September 1996 and debuted the following year at London Fashion Week with a show titled Electric Angels. The outfits were bright but feminine, and he became known for his dynamic colour sense, embroidery and beading, and gained a huge celebrity following. His catwalk shows also often featured big-name models, including Jade Jagger, Kate Moss and Helena Christensen.
It was a time when there was lots of sort of androgynous, masculine fashion, and I was kind of very naively doing my thing with neon colours, and I was friends with Jade and we were painting butterflies and, you know, just having fun and not really thinking about a business. It was a very organic, natural process, although it seemed quite contrived with Kate Moss modelling, and it all came about very effortlessly.
One particular gown where the fabric was found in India became a favourite for Williamson and Jade Jagger. In 2002, Williams began to show his collections at New York Fashion Week, and he didn't disappoint his loyal fans. As the years went on, his collections had become a bit more sophisticated and less girly than previous collections, with beautiful coloured dresses, some with bows and flowers featuring in the centre, as well as wrap dresses and feminine pants matched with lightly coloured summer tops. Being named the Elle Designer of the Year in 2004 and awarded the Moet and Chandon Fashion Tribute in 2005, Williamson was receiving worldwide praise. He now has a store in the heart of Mayfair, and also in 2005 was named Creative Director at the Italian fashion house Pucci, taking over the helm from Christian Lacroix. He unveiled his first collection for Pucci in Milan at the Autumn-Winter 2007 Fashion Week. The result was a collection that was snappy, commercial and adored by celebrities and the founder's daughter, Laudemia Pucci. He used a palette of greys, mauves and pink, whilst lacing colour with black and framing patterns so that they looked like stained glass. Sparkling silvers enlivened greys as Williamson sent out high waistcoats and suits. In 2008, his use of embroidery and colourful silk patterns helped the theme of bringing together the old with the new, with Williamson summing up his fashion offerings as combination. 2007 marked 10 years in the fashion industry for Williamson, and to celebrate his success, a show in his honour was held at the Design Museum in London. The retrospective of his work featured some of his most iconic designs, highlighting his distinctive use of pattern, print and colour, which has made him popular with fashion lovers and celebrities throughout the world. Williamson cites his mother as his first major influence in fashion, as well as Jade Jagger, who has been a part of his life since the early days in his career. His outfits are now regularly worn by a number of internationally recognised stars, from Tandy Newton, who wore a fuchsia Matthew Williamson gown to her film premiere, and young star Keira Knightley.
All these dresses have been worn to different events by different people, and you know, I'm sure most designers, if not all designers, would be thrilled to have someone endorse their product. It's a great pat on the back.
From the very beginning, Williamson's designs and collections have grown to become a powerful force in the fashion industry. He has managed to gain a reputation that helped him become one of the leading design talents in Britain and an internationally recognised figure around the world. As a leading UK fashion designer with a successful career spanning a number of decades, Jasper Conrad is known as an authority on British style and unique tailoring. Not content on just couture, Conrad now designs just about everything, from women's wear and men's wear to fragrances, glasses and luggage, to china and crystal, and costumes for opera and ballet. But all this has made him the second biggest selling brand in the United Kingdom. Having studied at Bryanston School in England and Parsons School of Art and Design in New York, Conrad had designed his first collection under his own name in 1979 at the young age of 19. By the early 80s, he had an internationally recognised label, helped along by his mix of elegance and attitude. By 1986, he was honoured with the British Designer of the Year award, followed by the Fashion Group of America award a year later.
London is the only city that I know of that brings young talent up in the way that it does. So I think it's a very vibrant place. It's less sort of, yes, it's less big designery and more inspiring, I think.
His inspirations throughout his collections and catwalk shows from the beginning of his career have kept fashion lovers captivated with the array of new ideas. In 1997, Conrad showed off an equally feminine and wearable collection. The tailoring was crisp, but with detailing. Angular androgyny was softened by colour and fabric. Conrad had said he wanted to create clothes with shapes that flatter and also inject some eroticism.
But it was the idea of shape to flutter, basically, and that certain tenuous eroticism. Well, that's what I was aiming at anyway.
Conrad's Spring-Summer 2006 collection was inspired by the starlets of 1950s Italy, with the idea of Sophia Loren and her contemporaries walking down a cobbled street during a break from filming, all curves and easy sexuality. Tops were simple, while skirts were complicated, nipped, tucked and pleated to emphasize the waist and hips. Some came with high waists and a pencil line, others were full, but all were feminine. The Conrad color palette included plenty of black, white and muted colors, and although this was a pret-a-porter collection, Conrad sneaked in a couture treat in the middle of the show with an elaborate evening dress with a flowing train. This show, like all the others, was a success. Conrad created his first women's wear collection 30 years ago and was among the first group of designers to show at the London event. His recent collections have focused on and been all about shape, colour and flirtation. Feathers were the talk of Conrad's show at London Fashion Week as models graced the catwalk wearing feather wigs or with plumes stitched into hairlines. Colours ranged from simple blacks to pale pink and bright acids mixed with chalky beiges. Legs made a statement in thick tights coloured white, red, black, green, yellow, pink and orange, and flirty touches were seen in flesh tones. Conrad also tries to mix things up where possible in his designs. His spring-summer collection showed this with splashes of Spanish. Senorita shawl dresses, long black fringing, lace panels and bright, vibrant shades of red have all appeared on the catwalk. Floral detailing also appeared throughout the show, whether as colourful embroidery or romantic gowns. Having created his first women's wear line many years ago, he is the master of the little black dress and the perfectly tailored suit. He brings sophistication and class to your wardrobe, while also incorporating fun and style. Whether it's for clothing, crystal, homewares or for the ballet, Jasper Conrad is one of the world's greatest and most unique designers. Being designers of the stars has made the founders of Marchesa stars in their own right. Their unique style has made them the red-hot favourites on the red carpet. Marchesa is made up of a team of two British designers, Georgina Chapman, a 2001 graduate of the Wimbledon School of Art, and Karen Craig, a graduate of Brighton Art College. The two first met as teenagers at London's College of Art and Design and have since gone on to become the hottest name on the red carpet at every major event, from the Oscars to the Golden Globes to the Grammys and more. Georgina began her fashion career as a costume designer, while Karen, with honours in fashion textiles with business, began with print and embroidery design, gaining freelance work with fashion houses Calvin Klein and Dolce & Gabbana. Together, their expertise and knowledge has formed a partnership that's as successful as the celebrities that wear their designs.
I think we just like to do feminine, ethereal dresses that we hope women would like to wear.
The label has Marchesa Casiti, a 19th century aristocrat known for her larger-than-life persona and flamboyant fashion sense, as their muse and namesake. They established their company in 2004 and quickly started their relationship with Bergdorf Goodman in Neiman Marcus, the national high-end department store based in Texas, while also selling their clothing in specialty shops in Europe and Asia. Marchesa is known for their ability to design clothes for everyone. Based often on Grecian and Asian clothing, their signature elegant draped line is flattering for any kind of woman.
We definitely cater to all different shapes. We have a lot of corset stuff, a lot of stuff that's more drapey, so, you know, we love to dress everyone with every different body type.
I mean, there's nothing better than getting a girl with a great shape and great boobs, and, you know, I love a sexy woman. It's like Dita Von Teese to me just has a perfect figure.
The newly launched label has quickly risen up the fashion ladder to become the label of choice on the red carpet for stars like Jennifer Lopez, Eva Longoria, Dita Von Teese and Jessica Alba. After only 2 years of creating elegant designs, the duo were already showing the powerful effect they've had on the rich and famous by being joined by celebrity stylist Rachel Zoe and actresses Anne Hathaway and Sienna Miller when celebrating their 2nd anniversary collaboration with Bergdorf Goodman.
They're young, elegant, fresh, kind of new designers. I just think they're doing a really great job, so I'm happy to support it.
While the pair remain quiet on which celebrity wears the label's clothes the best, they are forthright about the impact they have had on their business. They have a knack of knowing what the leading ladies of the entertainment industries want to wear, with draping gowns being designed specifically for the person wearing it. Hathaway turned up at the 2008 Oscars in a crimson Marchesa gown. The draped dress was fitted with a long train and its lone shoulder was covered with silk roses, while Jessica Alba wore shades of Cabernet on her strapless Marchesa gown with feathers at the bodice suitable for her pregnant belly. And Jennifer Lopez has graced the red carpet a number of times in Marchesa. She attended her film premiere wearing a salmon-coloured dress and wore a scarf-style one-shoulder black Marchesa gown at the 2007 Golden Globes. At the British Fashion Awards, where the British Fashion Council celebrates the best emerging and established fashion talents from within the industry, Georgina received the Red Carpet Designer of the Year for Marchesa. A lot of Marchesa's gowns have and will make appearances on the red carpet, and going off the recent collections, the designer showed a whimsical side, with the main colours being gold, white and black on gowns that were long and flowing. Designing elegant evening wear that's modern and feminine, the design duo of Marchesa have built a label that's synonymous with all the glitz and glam that goes with being a celebrity, and in doing so, have become celebrities themselves.